That smells so good.
You want a hit?
What is it? What's the flavor?
Cool grape.
Oh, it smells like it. It smells like the candy we used to have as kids.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That's how they get you. It's the same company that made your candy that's making this now.
Really?
No. Today we are talking about plane etiquette.
That's right.
When you're on a plane, there are some rules that you have to abide to so that everybody gets along and it doesn't turn into a chaotic free-for-all.
And so that
Fight.
you're not the on the plane.
So, common plane etiquette is if you have 3 seats and you're in the aisle seat, you have 1 armrest and you have a little bit of leg room. When you're in the middle, you get 2 armrests. When you're next to the window, you get 1 armrest and you get the wall to put your head on. Some people do not abide to this, and it grinds Omar's gears. Grinds them.
It really does. And it's not just that. I told you, like, one of my biggest grievances is the fact that, you know, some people, especially on short flights, like if it's a long flight, I don't mind. But when it's a short flight, like a 2-3 hour flight, even 4-hour flight, and then you take your seat back, that is so inconsiderate.
Well, the natural thing is to do the same.
Yes, but then if I do that, then the person behind me is going to do that, and the person behind them is going to do that, and
the last seat doesn't go back, does it? It's up against the
no,
wall.
it doesn't. Exactly. So like the douchebaggery just keeps happening, and I refuse to go back. Like I find it ridiculous that people actually do that. I find it so rude that people go back on a short flight. Like if it's a long flight and everybody is going to sleep, then fine. But if I'm sitting there and it's daylight outside and you're going back and your seat is right here, that is so annoying.
The seats are designed that way, though.
Yeah, but like if the plane is super, super tight, and there are some very tight planes.
Who is your grievance with? The makers of the seats or the people using them?
The people. Absolutely the people.
But the seats are designed that way.
Yeah, for long flights.
How do you know? Where's the limit to a short versus long flight?
I think up to 3 hours is a short flight. Anything more than 3 hours, fine, you can go back. But not from the beginning of the flight. Like towards the end, that's fine. Or, you know, halfway through the flight, you can go back. I'll tolerate you for an hour and watch, you know, movies on my iPad like this. But if it's, you know, by the end of the flight, they also tell you you need to go back to the upright position and, you know, put your seatbelt on. But it's just so annoying. It's so annoying, especially because I'm tall. Like, you know?
Yeah, these are tall people problems. If everybody leans back, then it's only the last passenger that suffers.
Yeah.
And
no, but like sometimes I don't want to lie down on a flight, especially if it's a short flight. Like I want to read my book. I want to watch something on my iPad. I don't want to like lie down and watch it like this. That's not comfortable.
Well, you have 2 options.
See, that's the thing. What are the 2 options?
Either get the seat in the front, where they have the little barricade between the next class, or be in the next class, where they have a lot more space.
Not everybody can afford business class.
And you're gonna have to get used to watching your iPad like this.
No, but to me, like that is, I don't know, like that is a breach of someone's freedom. You know, like you...
It's a human's right abuse.
It is a human's right abuse. It is. Like, okay, you have enough freedom to move from here to there. Why are you trespassing on the space of the person behind you? I don't understand. Like, I would never, ever do that.
Well,
It just really bothers me.
Yeah, but you're a nice, kind, idealistic guy. You know, that's not how the world works. It's eat or be eaten, lean or be leaned on. That's what that song is about, Lean On Me. Well, do you have any suggestions other than hoping that people will not upset you with their actions? Is there a practical solution that, you know?
I mean, honestly, yes, there is a practical solution. I would feel so much better if the person in front of me turned around and asked for my permission to go back. I may not like it that they want to go back, but I will feel, you know, appreciated. I will feel respected. He's getting my permission to invade my space. Fine. Come in. You know, come on in. You can take this much of my space, and I'll appreciate you for asking me for, for taking my permission.
It's all about consent.
It's all about consent. But if you just, out of the blue, if I'm there, eating my food, and then suddenly everything just is in my lap, it's ridiculous. And the thing is, like, I can't say anything about it because it's like you said, like he's just going back. There's a reason people, put that functionality into the seats.
You can say something.
You can?
Yes.
What can you say?
If you were to be shrewd about it, you'd say, "Excuse me, I have a very contagious disease. I appreciate it."
Ooh, I like that.
Of course.
I really like that. Or
Yeah.
maybe you can have like a fart bomb on you. Or you can take like a pill that smells so bad that the person who goes back, you can go like,
Yeah.
every once in a while.
Outsmart them.
I like that.
Okay.
Contagious disease. I like that.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
It'd be weird though if everybody on the plane is like, "Excuse me, I have a contagious disease. Can you just put your seat forward?" But only us and the viewers are in the know now.
Only the Just Hit Play show viewers.
That's right.
Like, honestly, I can't believe that's a thing. Like, that needs to be so clearly, like, explained to people. Like, if you need to go back, please ask. Like, that should be written there with the seatbelt instructions. If you want to go back, please ask the permission of the person behind you.
Have you ever heard?
Ooh, you know what they should install? Oh, I love this idea. That's what they need to do. A button that allows you to give the person in front of you permission to go back. So like they ask you, and if they ask nicely, you can be like, "Sure, you were nice. Here you go. You can go back." But if they are rude to you, you can refuse and be like,
You have a trap door, and they drop out of the plane.
"Yes." If they don't ask you nicely, or even if they just don't ask you, there can always be a button that's like, oh no, you didn't, and you just press it, and it takes them back in like an abrupt, violent motion to the front.
Okay, what if you're a sick little old lady?
No, that's different.
How is it?
No, it's different because it's an old lady. Like she has specific circumstances that.
What if you're a young person with a medical condition that nobody
That is also
knows
okay.
about?
Ask for my permission. I'm not going to say no if you have a specific circumstance, but how would I know?
What if you're a mother with her baby? You've been on your feet all day, you're super tired,
No, that's
baby's
fine too.
screaming,
That's
and you
fine
just
too.
want to lean back and rest for a few minutes and cradle it. But the guy behind you has some kind of infectious disease. He has a button that makes you like snap back into place violently.
Yeah,
You're just
no.
a single mom trying to make ends meet.
Ugh, I guess you have to be responsible with these buttons. Like not everybody's going to make the right call. Like I would use them fairly.
I say it's all about the last passenger. Have you ever heard of an omega wolf?
No.
So in a pack of wolves, they have an alpha, they have an omega.
Okay.
And omega is like the weakest one of the pack. So if they go on a hunt and they fail and they're really frustrated, they take it all out on this one guy.
What?
Yes. They attack him, they bite him lightly, like they scratch him, not enough to like hurt him or anything, but just to get their frustration out. And he just is trying to take it from the whole pack at once. And that's that last passenger at the end. So I think we should take our least favorable people and put them in the back seats where everybody will lean on them.
I think you can actually do that. Like I think if somebody bothers you so much on the plane and you're obviously in the right and you call someone and you tell them that, so and so is treating me this way and has done this, they usually ask them to go all the way to the back of the plane.
It's like school.
It is.
But then you're snitching on someone.
Oh, I will snitch on someone on a short flight and someone I will never ever have to see again. I will snitch. I'm the snitcher.
You know what snitches get?
Bitches?
I wish.
It's stitches, isn't
I
it?
would, yes.
But are you really snitching if you're in the right?
When you call the stewardess, you're like, Miss, he's leaning on me. She's like, sir, take it to the back.
Both of you.
Time out for everyone.
Time out for everyone. So, do you agree? Is it rude to just go back on the person behind you, or am I just crazy?
You're just crazy. I'll answer it here and now. On behalf of everyone.
Hey, we all have a little bit of crazy in us. I guess this is okay.
That's true. This is a strange outlet for your craziness. Like, you're very considerate, organized person. But when it comes to plane etiquette, you're like, kill.
It's not plain etiquette, it's just like rudeness. Like usually I'll just avoid the person, I'll just walk away. You know, what are you doing? Oh.
Yes.
Like usually I'll just walk away from, you know, from a situation if something is happening that is not to my liking. But when you're on a plane, you just have to put up with it. And I'm not gonna put up with someone who's bothering me for 3-4 hours. That's just not fair. You know, I'm gonna snitch.
But then where are you going to run away to? There's nowhere to run.
I don't need to run.
You're in an
We're on a
airborne
plane.
communal sarcophagus.
What are they gonna do?
Find you.
And then what?
I don't know. Tickle you.
So what have we learned today? If you're on a short flight in economy class, don't go back before asking for the permission of the person behind you. Because if you don't do that, you will get a contagious disease. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. You will see us next time. I'm not gonna look at you, but I just
Just did.